Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a kind of cozy little video for you guys where I will show you my favorite series that I own on DVD. And these are pretty much my top 1, 2, 3, 4. My top 4. And one of them I've just gotten and I'm very excited about. So I will start with the number 4, work our way down. So, and I do have all of these on DVD. I just wanted to use only one from each. And these are my favorites of the seasons besides my top 2. So first, winter is here. It is coming. I have Game of Thrones. My favorite season is the 7th season. Me and my boyfriend were late to the party of Game of Thrones, but we enjoyed it nonetheless. We did not have HBO at the time, so every time we would finish a season, we would be buying the next one. And we had started watching when season 7 was coming out, and season 8 would soon follow. I'm going to also say that I'm very weird with my series. I have never watched the last season of any series that I enjoy. I'll watch some of the last seasons, but I never finish them because I don't know. I don't want them to end, and I feel like I'm saving it. Like I'm gonna be 50 one day and finally watch the ending of Buffy and just be a mess. Like my future grandchildren, I apologize. But anyway, for the number 4 on my list is Game of Thrones. This is my man. I love this actor, and I loved him in this series. I just want to pick him up and hug him. And of course, we have this woman on the back. I cannot stand this woman. The fact that we could be rid of Joffrey but not her, annoying. Daenerys. So, another reason why I've never finished this series, I've watched almost every single episode in the last season, besides I think 3. I did not, probably a lot of people agree, my boyfriend does not, I did not like how they finished it. I did not like the writing. I didn't like how they had very quickly turned Daenerys into this. My boyfriend's watching this again right now, so. But I didn't like that they had changed her the way that they did. I feel like her relationship with John was really like fast forwarded. I don't understand what the rush was. HBO pretty much had everybody in America like chokeholded by this series, and they rushed the love story of Jon and Daenerys. I feel like Daenerys would never have gotten with him so quickly, and likewise for him. The first love that he had was killed by an arrow right in front of him. She was killed right in front of him, and he had just died and came back to life, so I don't think there would have been a rush there. But there are many things, like, I felt like we missed a lot of sweet times between the two of them that we should have been a part of. I kind of felt cheated out of their love story. Also, the adventures that they would take to the, like, the cold areas where this gentleman lives, it has taken years and years and years for this gentleman to make his way over. And typically in the seasons, it would take a couple episodes before we'd reach anywhere that they were traveling to. It was they took their time, and in the latest season, which was season 8, they rushed it. The whole thing was rushed, and I don't see myself finishing it ever because I just know I would be disappointed. I really loved Daenerys. I loved her a lot, and I think they had an opportunity with her and they completely missed it. And the actress who plays her has a condition with her brain, I believe. So another season with her in it is very unlikely. And although I love Jon, I would prefer one of Daenerys. Anyway, so that is number 4 in my top 4. Game of Thrones. Next, we're going to be diving into Vampire World now, just so we're clear. And Twilight would match this if it was a TV series, but it was not. So that could be a different video altogether. So, True Blood. With my girl Suki, which I cannot stand her character. I love this series because of the characters around our main character, Suki. She's not... I just don't like her very much. Her character is very... Despite everything that has happened to her, she's just extremely annoying. But I love Bill. I love Tara, her best friend. She's a savage. I love Jason, who is a dumb southern country boy who always gets into trouble and in the worst situations just because he is nice and he's kind of horny all the time, but he has good intentions, just ends up in terrible places at the wrong time. But I love him. I love Sam. When we find out that Sam is a shapeshifter, his whole story, like the backstories of all these characters, were so carefully thought out. And this is another series that I have not finished. I got to season, I believe 5, when we start diving into Suki really being a fairy. I just didn't like the character development after that. Some series you can almost tell when they fall off, and season 5, I believe, it was kind of done for me because I really did want to see her with Eric, my vampire man. Eric, which is right here. We have Tara here, and our lovely man Eric Northman, which I love this actor altogether. He's so tall. I love that. But this was another series that kind of fell off as it progressed, similar to Game of Thrones. I was hoping. My absolute favorite character in this series is Lafayette, which is an actor that died very young. He actually, if you've ever read the books, I've read them very sparsely because I just cannot. I don't like Sookie. I just don't. I know it's such a bad thing to say. I just do not like her. She's so annoying. But everyone else around her is such a vibe. There could always be these annoying women. I do have another series coming in. It's a box set, which is The Vampire Diaries. Love it. But that's another series where I cannot stand the main character. Elena Gilbert is so annoying. Like, I love main characters that are humbled and kind of have this like rise. They become like these Betty badasses instead of being so helpless. Like, someone's trying to come and kill you multiple times. Defend yourself. I don't know. But anyway, we're getting to my favorite. Like, when I get put into the casket, these can come in with me, you know? So, this is not my top 2. That is my top 1. I had just received this box set and I'm so happy about it. This is Angel, seasons 1 through 5. The box set. I'm so excited about it. This is my second favorite. I love David Boreanaz. I love all of his work. Everything he is in. Homie has my heart from a very young age. I had watched Buffy when I was probably like 12, and I saw the episode with him, my lovely man, and I have been in love ever since because Bones came out shortly after that time when I was very young, and he was in that as well. So it was just a double. I got to spend a lot of time with Mr. Boreanaz, and I love him as an actor. He's a grand old time. So, Angel is a 240-year-old vampire cursed with a conscience, haunts the dark streets of Los Angeles alone, but after he meets a half-demon with mysterious visions, Angel realizes his true purpose: to help those in danger with the hope that he may have a chance to redeem himself and save his own soul. With Cordelia and Doyle at his side, he forms Angel Investigations and is soon joined by Wesley, Gunn, Lauren, and Fred. He will need all their expertise to fight the growing forces of evil, and the supernatural law firm of expertise to fight the growing forces of evil and the supernatural law firm of Wolfram and Hart. My only complaints with this show: first season, Doyle dies. And I love Doyle. I love the first season. I I just love Doyle. I don't like that they kind of bring Darla back as this fantastic woman. Angel's kind of dumb for going back to her multiple times, and he saves her, and she ends up having his kid, and it's a whole thing. Everybody ends up fighting over Darla at many points in this show. Also, the treatment of Cordelia, Joss Whedon, whatever. Obviously not a good guy. We found that out in recent years. But he completely writes off her character completely. She had gotten pregnant, the actress, Charisma Carpenter. She had gotten pregnant, and Joss was extremely pissed off about that. And I mean, Cordelia, well, Charisma, she had been in his works since Buffy. She had stopped being in Buffy in season 3, because after season 3, Angel got his own series. But she had been with Joss for, I think she gets written off in season 4, I believe. Yes, I believe season 4. So that's almost 10 years probably with filming and things like that. That she's worked for him very loyally. And he just didn't give her the right send-off. So we have Cordelia, Fred, which arguably I do not... She's not my favorite, and everybody loves her. We have Gunn, I like him, and Wesley, I love Wesley. And Cordelia's character does a lot of building in this series. She's not the same Cordelia that we know in Buffy. But we have this beautiful face. Beautiful, beautiful face for David Boreanaz. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons. So, with this, dear Angel fan, and this is a letter from Joss Whedon, which we don't really need to read because we can eat it. Anyway, I love collector's items like this. This was actually very affordable, surprisingly. If you ever would like collector's items, go to eBay. Even as a vampire, I love these vampires better than the glittery ones. He's scary. Anyway, that is Angel. I love this. I have this right on my entertainment center. I'm so proud to have this. I'm hoping to go to Comic-Cons this year so I can hopefully get some signatures and meet some people. Because I've never went to a Comic-Con and it is about time. So my number 1, If You Cracked Me Open, that's what the theme song of this show comes out. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the one girl in all the world who can defeat the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer. I love Buffy. If you would like a breakdown, not by me, but if you would like one, just let me know. ASM Marvelous did a breakdown of each season. I only have a couple of things that I disagree with her on, but they are so relaxing. The way that she speaks, just, I would be out within a few minutes. But I loved the content so much that I would constantly be going back and listening to these, and I still do to this day. Amazing ASM artist, one of the originals, and all of her content is amazing. But if you are a Buffy fan, that's where you need to be. So I love this actress, Sarah Michelle Gellar. She is one of my very favorite actresses. She is so talented and just a grand old time. So after moving to Sunnydale, California, Buffy Ann Summers just wants to be a normal teenager. Back in Los Angeles, her first watcher had died. She inadvertently burned down the school gymnasium at her old high school, and her parents got a divorce. The move to Sunnydale is supposed to give both her and her mother Joyce a clean slate. But then she meets the school librarian, Rupert Giles, and quickly learns that there is no escaping her destiny. With Giles as her new watcher, she reluctantly steps back into her role as the Slayer. But this time, she is not fighting alone, for she now has an inner circle of special friends, the Scoobies, ready to join the fight and drive in a stake or two if need be. Willow, Xander, Cordelia, and a mysterious young man named Angel. So, I love this series. A lot of people do not like the first season. That is why I grabbed it first. I love the first season. Absolutely love it. For being so low budget, I think they did a very good job. I love the makeup of season 1. Season 2 is fantastic. Season 3, fantastic. The first and third seasons were the first seasons I had ever had on DVD. I remember for my 12th birthday, my dad got me the whole box set of Buffy because my brother, who lived in Georgia, had come to live with me and my parents for a little bit, and we would sit at the TV and eat raw onions with salt and watch Steve Irwin, and after Steve Irwin would be Buffy and Angel. It's very nostalgic for me to watch this, but it's a whole experience. Buffy, I really do believe. I think she kind of set the wave for future vampire series. I will say it now, as I have always, and my boyfriend hates it, but Buffy really did set the way for supernatural, charm, all those things that are the supernatural things. Buffy, she set the tone. She did. I will argue all day about it. Let's go. I live and breathe Buffy. I plan on getting a tattoo very soon. She's just the embodiment of being this fighter for life of those you love. And even though as seasons go by and she's so heartbroken, she still finds that drive within her. So I really love this series. My absolute favorite character is Buffy, but I do like Angel. Giles is definitely up there because he's just handsome. I love him. I do like Willow. Xander, I cannot stand the man. And Oz, I wish he lasted so much longer than he did. I love Seth Green as an actor. Love him and everything he does. So it was nice to see him in this series. I do not like her friends very much. I don't feel like her friends do her much justice. Xander is very self-serving, and if Buffy gave him the go, he would be trying to get into her pants very actively. He's very disgusting with the things that he says, very disgusting in his actions. He really robs Buffy of happiness multiple times. My favorite character that didn't last long was Tara as well. I kind of wish we could have swapped her character for Willow at some points. I do love Willow, I do, but as I said, I feel like Buffy's friends are very self-serving, which is a very, very arguable statement, especially in this world. But I just feel like she deserved a lot better. It makes me sad that her and Angel couldn't be together, which is a very debatable thing. I like Spike. I do. I love him. I do. He's a very great character. But I do think that the writers ruined him. In season 6, or season 5? No, season 6, Spike attempts to rape Buffy. And I don't feel as if that was needed. I don't. I don't think we needed to have that happen. Joss Whedon thought that was important to show the character development, and I don't think that's not only a triggering subject for many people, but you ruined the character. It was at the end of season 6, because then he goes for the trials to get his soul back, which makes him go entirely insane. So it just ruined his character for me. It was very hard for me to if that happened, they should have just had him leave. They shouldn't have had him be a recurring role, which he continues to be in season 7. The relationship between Buffy and Spike is a very different one. And I regret really seeing that happen. A lot of the times I'll try and put that in the back of my mind because I love the character Spike. He's so much fun. But they really just shouldn't have done that. There are other things that could have been done, and that shouldn't have been it. There's another character, Anya. My Buffy character discards. So, I do not like Anya. I'm not a fan. I don't like how she treats Willow. I just don't like her as a character. I don't like Riley. He's just a very fragile masculinity kind of man. Xander, don't like him. Him and Anya can live together. Mary, go ahead. Which, in the comics, Xander ends up being with Dawn, who I do like her character. I just wish they had done more with her. And Joyce, I wish. It's very sad the way that they have her pass. But Buffy is another one I have never finished. I have never finished Buffy. The last season is very long, thank God. But I just have never finished it. I don't want to finish it. I think in my mind they're still going. Technically, because I haven't finished it. I don't look at any spoilers. And Faith. I almost forgot about Faith. I can't believe I almost forgot about her. I like Faith. Definitely not my favorite. I find her annoying as well. But I've gotten to believe, yeah, I got to disc 3, which leaves me with a couple to go. I don't want to finish it because Buffy did get a little rough in season 6. I find that after shows go on for so long, they kind of lose their luster. Like, I do like Supernatural, but again, another show went on for very long. It became a completely different show as it progressed, which does come with it, but a lot of shows, they have like their kind of own expiration date because the story starts to kind of go away. And with Buffy, they could have done more. She had a lot, but they just didn't. They were trying, a lot of the actors were trying to do other things, which is, that's what they have to do, that's their job. But like Giles, his character started to just suck because he was never around and he was trying to leave, which Giles' character would never leave Buffy ever. Just a lot of characters started to dwindle in their luster. So that is today's video. I hope you guys enjoy these rambling videos that I will be putting out more recently. I have 2, this one and one other. And I hope that you enjoy it because it is for your tingly pleasure. And I do